attention seeker you've ever met. So my roommate Brianna had this weird thing where she always needed to one-up everyone's problems. Friend breaks their arm, Brianna suddenly discovers a rare bone condition. Someone's parents get divorced, her family is secretly falling apart too. But the strangest thing started happening to people around her, like really bad luck stuff. First it was small. My boyfriend's car got keyed the day after I posted about our anniversary dinner. The scratches spelled out slut across the driver's side door. My best friend's laptop mysteriously died right before her big presentation, and when she took it to get fixed, they said someone had poured soda into the keyboard ports. Another girl's acceptance letter to her dream school got lost in the mail, but when she called the admissions office, they said it was delivered and signed for. We all felt terrible for Brianna because she was always there to comfort us, bringing ice cream, staying up late to help us deal with the stress, offering to drive us places when our stuff got messed up. She was like the perfect supportive friend during everyone's worst moments. Then the incidents got worse. This girl Jessica got a scholarship to study in London, and 2 days later, her passport application got mysteriously rejected for fraudulent information. My sweet mate Emma got engaged to her boyfriend of 3 years, and suddenly her social media accounts were hacked and filled with fake cheating confessions. Brianna was always the first one there with tissues and comfort food, talking about how some people are just jealous of success and how we needed to stick together against the haters. Then my sister came to visit for my birthday weekend. She's this super successful lawyer, really put together, driving a BMW and wearing designer clothes. Brianna immediately seemed weird around her, kept asking invasive questions about her car, her hotel, where she parked, what time her flight was. Saturday night, we all went out to dinner, and my sister was telling stories about her big cases, getting all the attention at the table. Brianna kept trying to jump in with her own stories, but nobody was really listening. I could see her getting more and more frustrated. Sunday morning, my sister calls me sobbing. Someone had broken into her hotel room and destroyed all her work files for a massive case. Her laptop was smashed, her papers were shredded, and someone had poured coffee all over everything. Thousands of hours of prep for a trial starting Monday, completely gone. But here's the thing. Brianna had offered to drive her to the airport that morning, said she wanted to be helpful since I was hungover and couldn't drive. She even knew which hotel my sister was staying at because she'd helpfully looked it up when my sister mentioned she wasn't sure about the area. I started thinking about the pattern. Every single accident happened to people Brianna was being extra nice to. People who were getting positive attention, achievements, or success that she wasn't part of. And she always positioned herself as the helper, the supporter, the shoulder to cry on. The more I thought about it, the more obvious it became. The timing was too perfect. The damage was always just devastating enough to ruin the good thing, but not serious enough to involve police. And Brianna always had inside information about where people would be or what was important to them. So I decided to test my theory. I set up a hidden camera in our dorm room and told Brianna I got accepted to study abroad in Paris. Posted about it everywhere. Acted super excited. Talked about how it was my dream opportunity. Even showed her the acceptance email and my plane ticket. She was immediately all over me with congratulations and offers to help me prepare. Wanted to know where I was keeping my passport, when I was leaving, what I still needed to do. Super helpful, super supportive. That night, I pretended to go to sleep early but watched the live feed from my phone in the bathroom. Around midnight, Brianna got up and started going through my desk drawers. She found my passport, held it up to the camera like she was examining it, then quietly slipped it into her jacket pocket and walked out of the room. I followed the camera feed as she went outside to the dumpster behind our building. She looked around to make sure nobody was watching, then threw my passport into the trash. Probably figured I'd be too stressed about the lost passport to make my study abroad deadline. The next morning, she was so concerned about helping me find my passport, offered to call the study abroad office, suggested I retrace my steps, even volunteered to help me search through my stuff again. Academy Award performance. When I confronted her with the video footage, she didn't even try to deny it. She just stared at me for a long moment, then said in this completely calm voice, "Well, now you know how it feels when something good gets ruined." That's when it all clicked. She wasn't just seeking attention, she was systematically destroying anyone else's happiness, so she could be the hero who helped them through the aftermath. Turns out she'd been doing this for years, targeting anyone who had something she wanted or who was getting attention she felt belonged to her. I reported her to the housing office and moved out that same day. Last I heard, 3 other girls had come forward